specialness. Is de rigueur above average? Is average go figure? Is it some modern miracle of calculus that these frequent miracles are really each one a miraculous?
My mummy says I'm a miracle. Look at my face and it's plain to see. Ever since the day don't told me a miracle could. It's been clear that I'll be a more miracle like me.
My mommy says I'm a precious Berolina. She has never seen a prettier Berolina. She says if I'm here, I have to go down on the cream. But I'm a Berolina, so give me more cake!
Take another picture of her from this angle over here.
She's clearly more emotionally developed several years.
What's a tear?
Honey, look at mommy.
Don't put honey on your brother.
Smell for mommy, smell for mother.
She's late.
We'll take another.
Have you seen his school report? He got a C on his report.
What?
Have to change his school, the teacher's clearly falling short. Just be like,
So hilarious in this cycle. Might she be a little brighter than her
Oh,
cloud?
yes, she's definitely a boss. My mommy says I'm a miracle. Look at my face and it's plain to see. Ever since the day don't talk, the umbilical cord. Once it's clear that there'll be a more miracle like me. My mommy says I'm a miracle. That I'm as tiny and as shiny as a miracle. You can be all cynical, but it's the truth of miracle. There's never been a miracle. A miracle, a miracle like me.
Look, is this going to take much longer, Doctor? I got a plane to catch at 3. I'm competing in the biannual International Amateur Solstice Ballroom Dancing Championships in Paris.
You're getting on a plane, Mrs. Wormwood?
Of course I am. I always compete, Doctor. And this time, I got a secret weapon. Rudolfo. He's part Italian, you know. Very supple. And he has incredible upper body strength.
I think we should have a talk.
So what is it? What's wrong with me?
Mrs. Wormwood, do you really have no idea?
Wind?
Mrs. Wormwood, I want you to think very carefully. What do you think might be the cause of this?
Am I? Look, am I fat?
Mrs. Wormwood, you're pregnant.
What?
You're going to have a baby.
But I got a baby. I don't want another one. Isn't there something you can do?
You're 9 months pregnant.
Antibiotics or... Oh my good Lord. What about the biannual International Amateur Solstice Ballroom Dancing Championship?
A baby, Mrs. Wormwood. A child. The most precious gift this natural world can bestow upon us has been handed to you. A brand new human being. A life. A person. A wonderful new person is about to come into your life to bring love and magic, happiness and wonder.
Oh, bloody hell.
Every life I bring into this world restores my faith in humankind. Each newborn life a canvas, yet unpainted. This still unbroken skin, this uncorrupted mind. Every life is unbelievably unlikely. The chances of existence almost infinitely small. The most common thing in life is life. And yet, every single life, every life is a miracle. A miracle.
Where is he? Where's my son?
Mr. Wormwood, are you smoking a cigarette?
What? Oh, of course, I'm sorry, Doctor. What was I thinking? This goes for a proper smoke, huh? Let's see here. Oh, my good Lord, he's an ugly little thing, isn't he?
This is one of the most beautiful children I have ever seen.
Oh, my good Lord, where's his thingy?
Is what?
He's His thingies, whatchamacallit, his doodah. What have you done with this thingy?
This child does not have a thingy.
What? A boy with no thingy? Look what you've done, you stupid woman. This boy's got no thingy.
Mr. Wormwood, this child is a girl. A beautiful, beautiful little girl.
Is there still time for the biannual inter-championship amateur sausage?
Competition's finished. You missed it. I don't suppose we could exchange it for a boy, could we, huh?
This is the worst day of my life. Oh, my undercarriage doesn't feel quite normal. My skin looks just revolting in this foul fluorescent light, and this gown is nothing like the semi-formal, semi-Spanish gown I should be wearing in the semi-finals tonight. I should be dancing the tarantella, Chimofella, Italiano, not dressed in hospital cotton with an ouching front bottom. And there's horrible,
I can't find his Frank and jeans.
It's unbelievably unlikely. The chances of existence almost infinitely small. The most common thing in life is life. And yet every single life, every new life is a miracle. Miracle.
My mommy says I'm a miracle. One look at my face and it's plain to see. Ever since the day don't stop the umbilical cord, it's been clear there's no clear for a miracle like me. My mommy says I'm a miracle. That I'm as tiny and as shiny as a miracle. You can be all cynical, but it's the truth of miracles. There's never been a miracle as miracle as.
My mommy says I'm a lousy little one. My daddy says I'm a bore. My mommy says I'm a jumped up little germ. That kids like me should be against the law. My daddy says I should learn to shut my pie hole. No one likes a smart mouth girl like me. Mum says I'm a good case for population control. Dad says I should watch more TV.
Yes, sir, that's right, sir. 155 brand new luxury cars, sir. Are they good runners? Well, let's put it this way. You wouldn't beat them in a race, huh? No, sir. Yes, sir. They are good runners, sir. Yes, indeed, sir. Yes. So, how much exactly?
Harry!
Hang on.
Look at this! She's reading a book! That's not normal for a 5-year-old! I think she might be an idiot!
Listen to this. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom.
Stop scaring your mother with that book, boy.
I'm a girl.
And she keeps trying to tell me stories, Harry! Stories! Who wants stories? I mean, it's not normal for a girl to be all thinking.
I'm gonna call you straight back. Would you please shut up? I'm trying to pull off the biggest business deal of my life, and I have to listen to this. It's your fault. You spend us in the trouble, and you expect me to get us out. I mean, what am I, a flaming escapologist?
Oh, escapologist, he says. What about me then? I got an old house to look after. Dinners don't microwave themselves, you know. If you're an escapologist, I must be an acrobat to balance that lot. The world's greatest acrobat. I'm off to bleach my roots, and I shan't be talking to you for the rest of the evening, you horrid little man.
But I'm gonna make us rich.
Rich? How rich?
Very rich. Bulgarian businessman. Very, very stupid. Your genius husband is going to sell them 155 knackered old bangers as brand new luxury cars.
But that's not fair. The cars will break down. What about the Bulgarians?
Fair? Listen to the boy.
I'm a girl.
Fair does not get you anywhere, you thick-headed twit brain. All I can say is thank heavens Michael has inherited his old man's brains, eh, son?
Michael. Well, I shall take the money when you earn it, and I shall spend it, but I shan't enjoy it because of the despicable way in which you have spoken to me tonight.
This is your fault with your stupid books and your stupid reading.
What? But I didn't do anything. That's not right.
Right? Right? I'll tell you something. In a few days' time, you're off to school and you won't be getting right there. Oh, no. I know your headmistress, Agatha Trunchbull. Oh, and I told her all about you and your smutty pants ideas. Oh, great, big, strong, scary woman she is. Used to compete in the Olympics, throwing the hammer. Now, imagine what she's going to do to a horrible, squeaky little goblin like you, boy.
I'm a girl.
Now get off to bed with you, you little bookworm.
Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. So they say the subsequent war was inevitable. They never stood a chance, they were written that way. Innocent victims of their story. Like Romeo and Juliet.
A man's hair is his greatest asset. Good hair means a good brain. Now, a secret to my success in business is...
Secret!
Yes, secret. The secret to my success is this. Oil of violets air tonic for men. Now, stand back, son. Your old man's going to work. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's the stuff. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's where it's at, all right. Oh, yeah. Woo! That's the bananas right there. Woo! Son, let me tell you something. In business, a man simply cannot fail to get noticed when he looks like this.
Secret!
Your hair, it's green.
Good Lord, woman, have you started already? It's not even 8:30. My hair's green!
What on earth did you do that for? Why do you want green hair?
Well, I don't want green hair. I didn't do anything.
Maybe you used some of Mummy's peroxide by mistake.
Oh, that's exactly what you've done, you stupid man.
Oh, my hair, my lovely hair. Oh, my dear God, I've got my deal today. The Bulgarians. What am I going to do?
I know what you could do.
What am I going to do? Please.
You could pretend you're an elf.
Yes, that's it. I'll pretend I'm a... What are you talking about, you fool? Boys are loony.
Mum, would you like to hear a story?
Don't be disgusting. Go on, creep on back to that library of yours or something. The sooner you're locked up in school, the better.
Matilda? What a pleasure to see you. Back here at the library again, are you?
Oh, yes. My mom wanted me to stay home with her. She hates it when I go out. She misses me so much. Dad, too. He loves having me around. But I think it's good for grown-ups to have their own space.
Your parents must be so proud to have a girl as clever as you are. And do you tell them lots of stories like you do with me? Oh, I just love your stories, Matilda. Can you tell me a story? Is there
Goodbye, Miss
something
Phelps.
you can
See you
think
next
of?
week.
Oh, goodbye, Miss Honey. And good luck with the Tolstoy. As I was saying, Matilda, if there was a story you wanted to tell me, I could...
Who was that lady?
That lady, why, that was Miss Honey. She's going to be your teacher.
That lady.
Yes, your teacher. Now, are you going to tell me that story or not?
Once upon a time. Once upon a time, the two greatest circus performers in the world, an escapologist who could escape from any law that was ever invented, and an acrobat who was so skilled it could seem as if she could actually fly, fell in love and got married. They performed some of the most incredible feats together, and people would come from miles around. Kings, queens, celebrities, and astronauts, and not just to see their skill, but also to see their love for each other. It was so deep that it was said that cats would purr as they walked by, and dogs would weep with joy. They moved into a beautiful old house at the edge of town, and each night they would walk and take the air, and each night the children of the town would wait in anticipation hoping for a glimpse of the shiny white scarf the acrobats always wore. For then they knew they had only to cry, "Tricks! Tricks!" and the two greatest circus performers would instantly oblige with the most spectacular show. But although they loved each other, although they were famous, and everyone loved them, they were sad.
We have everything.
We have everything the world has to offer, said the wife.
We have everything.
But we do not have the one thing the world wants most.
But the one
We
thing.
do not have a child.
Patience, my love.
Patience, my love, the husband replied. Time is on our side. Even time loves us.
Oh, Matilda.
But time is the one thing no one is the master of. And as time passed, they grew quite old, and still they had no child. At night, they would listen to the sound of an empty, big house. I would imagine how beautiful it would be. It was filled with the sound of a child playing.
Oh, Matilda, this is very sad.
Do you want me to stop?
Don't you dare.
Their sadness overwhelmed them and drew them into ever more dangerous feats as the work became the only place they could escape the inescapable tragedy of their lives. And so, it was decided they would perform the most dangerous feat that's ever been performed.
It is called.
Said the husband, announcing the event to the world's press, who was gathered with bated breath.
The burning woman hurling through the air with dynamite in her hair over sharks and spiky objects, caught by the man locked in the cage, and it is the most dangerous feat ever known to man.
It is our destiny.
Said the wife, smiling sadly and slipping her hand into his. It is
Where the loneliness of life has led us.
What happened?
I don't know yet.
What? Isn't there a little bit more? I mean, just a little bit? Isn't that just a little bit more? Oh. Well, I guess your mother will be waiting for you. Is she here? I'd love to meet her, actually. Maybe I could...
Bye, Mrs. Phelps. I'll see you tomorrow.
After your first day at school.
My mummy says I'm a miracle. My daddy says I'm his special little. I am a princess. I am a prince.
Mum says I'm an angel.
Mom says I'm an angel. Mom says I'm an angel.
So you think you're able to survive this mess by being a prince or a princess? You will soon see there's no escaping tragedy. And even if you put in heaps of effort, you're just wasting energy. 'Cause your life as you know it is ancient history. I have suffered in this jail, have been trapped inside this cage for ages, this living hell. But if I try, I can't remember back before my life had ended, before my happy days were over, before I first heard the pealing of the bell. But you was curious, so innocent I asked 1,000 questions, but unless you want to suffer, listen up and I will teach you a thing or two. You listen here, my dear, you'll be conscious of beauty, step out of life.
alphabet. You've got to learn to listen, kids.
So you think you're able to survive this mess by being a prince or a princess? You'll soon see. No escaping tragedy. And even if you put in heaps of effort, you're just wasting energy. 'Cause your life, as you know, is ancient history. I have suffered in this jail. I'm trapped inside this cage, raging this living hell. But I try, I can't remember that before my life had ended, before my happy days were over, before I first heard the healing of the bell. And you're most furious, so innocent I ask 1,000 questions, but unless you want to suffer this, I'm gonna teach you a thing or two. You listen here, right here, you'll be punished so severely if you step out of line, and if you cry, we'll be done with you. Stay out of trouble and remember to be extremely careful.
Why?
Why? Didn't you hear what we said?
Just you wait for things to stand. Just you wait for A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y. Just you wait for things to stand.
Good morning, children. My name is Miss Honey, and today is a very special day. Your first day at school. Now, do any of you know any of your 2 times tables? Wonderful. Matilda, isn't it? Please stand and do as much as you can.
1 times 2 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 2 is 6, 4 times 2 is 8, 5 times 2 is 10, 6 times 2 is 12, 7 times 2 is 14, 8 times 2 is 16, 9 times 2 is 18, 10 times 2 is 20, 11 times 2 is 22, 12 times 2 is 24.
Oh my word, that is very...
13 times 2 is 26, 14 times 2 is 28, 15 times 2 is 30, 16 is...
Stop. Good heavens. How far can you go?
I don't know. Quite a long way, I think.
Do you think you could tell me what 2 times 28 is?
56.
50? Well, yes, that's very... How about this? Now, this is much harder, so don't worry if you don't get it. But what is 2 times 487? If you took your time, do you think you could...
974.
12 sevens.
84.
No way!
All right, let's leave maths for the time being and look at reading. Can anyone read this?
Oh, I can. Please pick me, miss. Please.
Very well, Nigel. All right, I think we better leave it there, Nigel. We don't want you bursting a blood vessel on your first day. Lavender? Is the first word tomato? No, but tomato is a very good word. Yes. Matilda?
I can now read words.
So Matilda, you can read words?
Yes, I mean, I needed to know how to read words so I could read a sentence, because a sentence is just a big bunch of words. If you can't read a sentence, you have no chance with books.
And have you read a whole book yourself, Matilda?
Oh yes, more than one. I love books. Last week I read quite a few.
A few? In a week? My, that is good. What books did you read?
Nicholas Nickleby, Oliver Twist, Jane Eyre, Test of the D'Urbervilles, Kim, The Invisible Man, The Lord of the Rings, Secret Garden, Crime and Punishment,
nothing to fear. You're being pathetic. Just knock on the door. You've seen one before. Just knock on the door. Look at you trying to hide, silly. Standing outside the principal's office like a little girl. It's just pathetic. Look at you hesitating, hands shaking. You should be embarrassed. You're not a little girl. It's just pathetic. Knock on the door, Juni. Just knock on the door. Perhaps it will be. She's probably having a meeting or something and won't want to be interrupted. If anything, caution in these situations is sensible. One should avoid confrontation when possible. I'll come back later then. But this little girl, this miracle, knock on the door, Juni. Just knock on the door. Don't be pathetic.
Enter. Well, don't just stand there like a wet tissue. Get on with it.
Well, yes, Miss Trunchbull. There's, in my class that is, a little girl called Matilda Wormwood and...
Daughter of Mr. Harry Wormwood. Owns Wormwood Motors. Excellent man. Told me to watch out for the little brat, though. So she's a real wart.
Oh, no, headmistress. I don't think Matilda Wormwood is that kind of child at all.
What is the school motto, Miss Honey?
Babinatum est magitum.
Bambinatum est magitum. Children are maggots. In fact, it was probably her who put that stink bomb under my desk this morning. I'll have her for that. Thank you for suggesting it.
But it didn't. Miss Trunchbull, Matilda Wormwood is a genius.
Nonsense. I mean, I just told you, she is a gangster.
But she knows the times tables.
So she's learned a few tricks.
But she can read.
So can I.
I have to tell you, headmistress, that in my opinion, Matilda should be placed in the top form with the 11-year-olds.
What? But she is a squib, a shrimp, an unhatched tadpole. We can't just place her in with the 11-year-olds. What kind of society would that be? What about rules, honey? Rules.
I believe that Matilda Wormwood is an exception to the rules.
An exception to the rules in my school. Look at these trophies, see how my trophies gleam in the sunlight, see how they shine. What do you think it took to become English hammer throwing champion? 1969. Do you think in that moment, when my big moment came, that I treated the rules with casual disdain? Well, like hell! As I stepped up to the circle, did I change my plan? What? As I chalked up my palm, did I wave my hands? I did not! As I started my spin, did I look at the view? Did I drift off and dream for a minute or two? Do you think I faltered or amended my rotation? Do you think I altered my intended elevation? As the hammer took off, did I change my grunt? From a grunt I had practiced for many a month. Not a jot, not a dot, did I stray from the plot. Not a detail of my throw was adjusted or forgotten. Not even when the hammer left my hands and sailed high up above the stands. Did I let myself go No, 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 no! No. If you want to throw the hammer for your country, you have to stay inside the circle all the time. And if you want to make the team, you don't need happiness or self-esteem. You just need to keep your feet inside the line. Sing, children. 2, 3, 4.
If you want to throw the hammer for your country, you have to stay inside the circle all the time.
And if you want to teach success, you don't use sympathy or tenderness. You have to force the little squirts to toe the line. Sing, Jenny!
If you want to throw the hammer for your country, you have to stay inside the circle all the time.
I apply just one simple rule to hammer throwing life and school. Life's a ball, so learn to throw it. Find the batty line and throw it. And always keep your feet inside the line. Now get out!
Well, I have to tell you, Miss Trunchbull, that it's my intention to help this little girl, whether you like it or not.
You nasty, stinking, sweaty, great big question asking. How dare they speak to me like that? Who do they think they are? The stupid, flippin', nasty Bulgarians.
Don't tell me we're not rich.
It was the mileage. They took one look at the mileage on the first car and said that these cars were knackered. I told them, I said, the reason the mileage is so high is a manufacturing mistake.
Is that true?
Of course it's not true.
So you lied,
Of course I lied.
and they didn't believe you.
Of course they didn't believe me. I've got green hair.
I've got hair.
And what's this? Another flaming book? What's wrong with the telly?
She's got no respect, that one. It's all books and stories.
Oh no, it's a lovely book. Honest. You should read it. I think you...
Lovely? Here's what I think of your lovely.
No, it's a library book.
You show the little brat.
Now get out of here, you little stinkworm.
Do we have any super glue?
It's in the cupboard. Oi, and while you're at it, why don't you stick your stupid book to your stupid head?
Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, nothing will change. Even if you
got me eye on you, boy.
I'm a girl.
Matilda, can I ask you a question? Do all those brains in your head give you a headache? I mean, it's got to hurt all squished in there.
No, it's fine. They seem to just fit.
Right. Well, let's just stick around just in case. If they start to squish out of your ears, you're going to need help. I'm Lavender, and I think it's for the best if we're best friends. Hide me! Someone put a whole can of treacle onto the Trunchbull's chair. She sat down, and when she got up, her knickers stayed stuck to her seat. Someone told her I did it, but I never, and now she's after me.
That's not fair. That's not fair at all.
You're done, kid. You are finished.
Once Agatha Trunchbull has decided you're guilty, you're squished!
Yesterday, she caught Julius Rotwinkle eating a licorice all sorts in science class. She just picked him up, swung him around, and threw him out the window.
That didn't happen. They're just trying to scare us.
Oh, Matilda. They're saying she's gonna put me in chokey.
What's choking?
They say it's a cupboard in her office that she throws children into. They say she's lined it with nails and spikes and bits of broken glass.
There's a place you are sent if you haven't been good, and it's made of spikes and wood, and it isn't wide enough to sit. And even if you could, there are nails on the bottom, so you wish you'd stood. When the hinges creak and the door is closed, you cannot see squat, not the end of your nose. And when you scream, you don't know if the sound came out or if the scream in your head even reached your mouth.
All right, look. When did this happen?
20 minutes ago. But why? Oh no, here she comes!
You'd better hide. Quick! Sweaters!
Please don't tell her where I am, Matilda. She'll...
Now!
You suppurating spleen. Where is the maggot known as Nigel?
He's over there under those sweaters. Where he's been for the last hour, actually.
What? An hour?
Oh, yes. You see, unfortunately, Nigel suffers from a rare but chronic sleep disorder, narcolepsy. The condition is characterized by the sufferer feeling bouts of fatigue on falling suddenly asleep. You see, he fell asleep and we put him in the sweaters for safety. Didn't we? Didn't we?
Snorkelopsy.
He'll probably think he's in bed when he wakes up.
Is it time for school yet, Mom? Oh, hello. What am I doing here? Well, this isn't my bedroom after all. Oh, hello, Miss Trunchbull.
Amanda Fripp!
Yes, Miss Trunchbull?
What have I told you about wearing pigtails? I hate pigtails.
But my mommy likes them. She says they make me look pretty.
Then your mother is a twit! Well, Wormwood, are you? I might have known. Well, Wormwood, you have just made a very big mistake.
Just so you all know, she's my best friend.
Brand new stock, sir. Yes, sir. Completely different cars, sir. Green Air. Yeah, it was National Green Air Day. A celebration of all the wonderful green things in the world. You know, like celery and snot. Tomorrow at 1. Absolutely, sir. Bye-bye, sir. Dos viduda. Oh, now that is how you do. What the flipping hell, bloody. I'm gonna leave this on. Yeah, looks like rain.
Who is it?
Oh, hello. My name is Miss Honey, Matilda's teacher.
Bit busy right now.
Oh, it will only take a moment.
Well, come in if you must. This is Rodolfo. It's nothing like that. He's my dance partner. We're rehearsing.
Ciao.
Ah, parli italiano? Bene. Ciao, Rodolfo. Piacere. Come stai?
What? Babe, who is it this? You know what interruptions do to my energy flow?
What do you want, Miss Chutney?
It's Miss Honey. Well, as you know, Matilda's in the bottom class, and children in the bottom class aren't really expected to read, so...
We'll stop her reading then. Lord knows we've tried.
I'm in the zone, doll. I can feel it in my hips. Don't waste this.
I'm not in favor of girls being all clever pants, Miss Hussey. A girl should be thinking about makeup and hair dye. Looks are more important than books. Look at you and look at me. You chose books, and I chose looks.
I beg your pardon?
I'm on fire, babe. Please.
But Matilda can calculate complicated figures in her head in an instant.
Calculate this.
Fantastico.
Her mind is incredible. With a little help from us, she
Mind? A mind? You really don't know anything, do you? Somewhere along the way, my dear, you've made an awful error. You oughtn't blame yourself now. Come along. You seem to think that people like people who are clever. It's very quaint, it's very sweet, but wrong. People don't like smarty pants what go round claiming that they know stuff we don't know. Now here's a tip. What you know matters less than the volume with which what you don't know's expressed. Content has never been less important, so you have got to be low. Girl, you gotta stand up and stick out from the crowd. A little less flat, a lot more heel. A little less fact, a lot more feel. A little less brains, a lot more hair. A little less hair, a lot more derriere. No one's gonna tell you when to shake your tush. Well, you got a lie, don't hide it under a bushel. No one's gonna look if you don't stand down. No one's gonna listen if you don't shout.
No one's gonna care if you don't care. So go and put some highlights in your hair. Cause you gotta highlight what you got.
Even if
What you got is not a lot.
you gotta be low. sing like it. Mum, little mum, bum, bum, bum. Woo! I look nice. You don't. No one's gonna tell you when to shake your bumper.
No one's gonna love you if you don't know the rumba.
Everybody loves a little something exotic.
But learning a language is over the top.
Doesn't really matter if you don't know notes.
As long as you don't know it with a bit of clout. The less you have to say, the harder you sell it. The less you have to say, the louder you yell it. The tougher the act, the bigger the confession. The less you have to show, the louder you dress it. You gotta get up. You gotta get up and get loud.
Ladies and gentlemen, your judges!
Stop being pathetic, Ginny. Just get on your feet, Ginny. You are going to march in there and give them a piece of your mind. Leave it alone, Ginny. The more that you try, the more that you'll look like a fool. This is not your problem. You've not got a spine. You are a teacher, just go back to school. But this little girl, this miracle, she seems not to know that she's special at all. And what sort of teacher would I be if I let this little girl fall? I can see this little girl needs somebody strong to fight by her side. Instead, she's found me, pathetic little me, and another door closes, and Jenny's outside.
And so the great day arrived. It was like the entire world had gathered to see the burning woman hurling through the air with dynamite in her hand over sharks and spiky objects, caught by the man locked in the cage. Everything was arranged by the acrobat sister, a frightening woman who used to be an Olympic-class hammer thrower and loved nothing better than to scare the children of the town. And people whispered that in her dark and brooding heart, she resented her sister for both her success and love. Suddenly, out came the escapologist, dressed as usual in his tight and spangly costume, but no sign of the acrobat, and no glimpse at all of her shiny white scarf. And instead of the fanfare music, there was silence as he solemnly strode into the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the burning woman hurling through objects caught on that locked in the cage has been cancelled.
No!
Yes. The audience gasped so loud that a passing airplane caught it on its instrumentation and reported it as an atmospheric phenomenon.
Cancelled because my wife is pregnant.
Oh, Matilda!
Absolute silence. You could have had a fly bump. Then suddenly, the audience jumped to its feet and roared in appreciation. The great feat was instantly forgotten, and the applause went on for nearly an hour.
So it does have a happy ending.
Forgotten by everyone except, that is, the acrobat's sister. When all had quieted down, she stepped forward and produced a contract.
A contract?
A contract
Contract
you
you
have
have
signed to
signed
perform this feat, and perform this feat you shall.
No!
I have paid for the posters, publicity, the catering, the twin cities. If I give the crowd their money back, where is my profit? A contract is a contract is a contract. My hands are tied. The burning women hurling through the air. Silent overhead of the shots of splendor. On my back, on the stage, will be the cloak, and on this day born. Off to prison you both shall go.
No! No! Well, what happened next?
I don't know. I'll tell you tomorrow.
What? Well, I don't know if my nerves will make it until tomorrow.
Mrs. Phelps, are you crying? Maybe I shouldn't tell you anymore.
Oh no, Matilda. We must find out how it ends. And I'm not crying because it's sad. It's just they want this child so very much. It must be wonderful for a child to be so wanted.
Oh, yes. Wonderful. Bye, Mrs. Phelps.
Matilda, can I speak to you, please? I'm afraid I've not been too successful in getting others to recognize your abilities. So starting tomorrow, I shall bring in a selection of very clever books that will challenge your mind. You may sit and read them while I teach the others, and if you have any questions, well, I shall do my best to answer them. How does that sound? Matilda, this is the biggest hug in the world. You're gonna hug all the air out of me.
Matilda Wormwood! Matilda Wormwood, where is...
Yes, Miss Trunchbull?
Aha! So you admit it, do you?
Admit what, Miss Trunchbull?
This clot, this foul carbuncle, is none other than a disgusting criminal, a denizen of the underworld, a member of the mafia. This morning, you sneaked like a serpent into the kitchen and stole a slice of my private chocolate cake from my tea tray.
No, I did not.
Miss Trunchbull, Matilda, well, she's been here all morning.
Standing up for the spitball, are you? Well, this crime took place before school started. Therefore, she is guilty.
Okay, look, alright, I stole a cake. And honestly, I was definitely sort of almost thinking about owning up to it.
I shall consign you to the seventh circle of hell, madam. You shall be destroyed!
It was the biggest burp I'd ever done. It was the biggest burp I'd ever heard. The biggest burp I'd ever heard of. It was like the whole world went silent for that burp to exist. As a huge cloud of chocolatey gas wafted from my mouth and drifted across the class, past Lavender, past Alice, past Matilda, and then my great big beautiful chocolatey burp, which now seemed to have a mind of its own, wafted full force into the face of the Trunchbull.
Bruce Bogtrotter.
Yes, miss?
You liked my cake, didn't you, Bruce?
Yes, Miss Trunchbull, and I'm very sorry, but...
No. As long as you enjoyed the cake, that's the main thing.
Is it?
Yes, Bogtrotter, it is.
Oh, well, I did. Thank you.
Wonderful, marvelous. That makes me so happy. Gives me a warm glow in my lower intestine. Oh, cook! What's the matter, Bogtrotter? Lost your appetite?
Well, yes, I'm full.
Oh, no, you're not full. I'll tell you when you're full. And I say that criminals like you are not full until you've eaten the entire cake.
But...
No buts. You haven't got time for buts. Eat.
But I can't eat it all. He can't eat it all, headmistress. He'll be sick.
Well, I should have thought of that before he made a pact with Satan and decided to steal my cake. Eat.
He can't.
Eat.
He really can't.
Eat.
He might explode.
Eat.
This ain't nice, or even two, Bruce. Might be nice, but even you have to admit, between your hits, there's not a lot of difference in size. He can't, surely can't, you are the man, Bruce.
He
right, Jenny. We all get carried away sometimes. Even me. Well done, Bob Trotter. Good show. Well, come along, Bob Trotter.
What? Where?
Did I not mention? That was only the first part of your punishment. There's more. The second part. And the second part is... choking.
What? Oh, please, Miss Trunchbull, you can't.
Yes, Miss Trunchbull, please, you can! Do you think I would allow myself to be defeated by these maggots? Did you? Who do you think I am, honey? A weakling? An idiot? A fool? You?
But he's eaten it all. He did much for us. I did it. I ate it all. I ate the lot. No, please. Not the trophy. No, please. No, not the trophy.
That's not right!
I would like to offer an apology for some of the things that have been going on here tonight. They are not nice things, and they are not right things. And I would like to state categorically that we do not want any children that might be here tonight watching this to go home and try these things out for themselves. I am, of course, talking about reading books. Now, it's not normal for kids to behave in this fashion. It wears out the brain, wears out the eyes, it makes kids ugly, stinky, fatty, sweaty, gaseous, betty, boring, and crucially, it gets them verrucous of the mind. Now, under no circumstances do we condone such activity, and we do so utterly without reservoirs. Can I just ask, how many people here have ever read a book? Oh. It's a bloody lot of you. All right, you miss, what's your name? Julia. Julia? All right, Julia. Don't take this the wrong way, but bookworm, stupid little bookworm, reading all the books like a stinky little bookworm. You read books like a worm. Yeah, worms read books, you read books. Worms are stupid. You're a sworm. There. Now, Julia will learn from that. That's right. Won't stop her from reading, but she'll never put her hand up in the theater again, huh? Am I right? Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you tonight the pinnacle of our achievements as a species, the very reason we bothered evolving from unicorns in the first place. Somewhere on a show I heard, a picture tells 1,000 words. So Delhi, if you bothered to take a look, is the equivalent of like lots of books. All I know I learned from telly, a big beautiful box of facts. If you know a thing already, well, you can turn the channel over just like that. Endless joy and endless laughter, folks living happily ever after. All you need to make you wise is 23 minutes plus advertisements. Why would we waste your energy turning pages 1, 2, 3 when we can sit comfortably on a lovely bump for these watching people singing and talking and doing stuff? All I know I learned from telly. The bigger the telly, the smarter the man. You can tell from my big telly just how clever a fella I am. Take it away, son! can't learn that from a stupid book. All I know I learned from telly what to think and what to buy. I was pretty smart already, but now I'm really, really smart, very, very smart. Endless content, endless chats on endless panels. All you need to fill your muffin without having to really think or nothing. Why would we waste our energy trying to work out Ulysses when we can sit happily on a lovely balconies watching slightly famous people talking to really famous people? All I know I learned from telly. The bigger the telly, the smarter the man. You can tell from my big telly just how clever a fella I am. Who the Dickens is Charles Dickens? Mary Shelley, she sounds smelly. Charlotte Bronte, do not want to. Jane Austen, Tina Compaston. James Joyce doesn't sound nice. Ian McEwan, I feel like spewing. William Shakespeare, Schmillian Shakespeare. Moby Dick. Easy, Grandma. All together now. All I know from telly. The bigger the telly, the smarter the man. You can tell from my big telly what a very clever fellow.
By the way, Matilda's best friend. There's a bit coming up that's all about me. Well, not exactly all about me, but I play a big part in it. But I'm not going to tell you what happens because I don't want to spoil it for you. All right, look. What I do is I volunteer to get the Trunchbull a jug of water. And then... No, I will not say anymore. I don't want to ruin it. Well, on the way back, I find a newt. A newt is like a really ugly lizard that lives in water. So I pick it up, and no, I will not say anymore. I'm going to put the newt into the Trunchbull's jug. It's going to be brilliant!
To reach the branches that I need to reach to climb the trees you get to climb when you're grown up. When I grow up, I will be smart enough to answer all the questions that you need to know the answers to before you're grown up.
And when I grow up, I will eat sweets every day on the way to work, and I will go to bed late every night. And I will wake up when the sun comes up, and I will watch cartoons until my eyes go square. And I won't care 'cause I'll be all grown up when I grow up.
creatures that you have to fight beneath the bed each night to be a grown-up. When I grow up,
Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you're a stick on the chin and wear it, nothing will change.
when I grow up,
Just because I find myself in this story, it doesn't mean that everything is written for me. If I think the ending is fixed already, I might as well be saying I think that it's okay. And that's not right.
Matilda! How lovely to see you. Are you enjoying school?
Oh yes, bits of it anyway. Mrs. Phelps, where's the revenge section?
What? Well, we don't actually have a revenge section. Why? Is there a child at the school who's been behaving like a bully?
Oh, no, not a child, exactly.
Matilda, are you sure there's something you're not...
No, do you want to hear the next part of the story?
Story? Did you say story? Did you? Matilda, what are we waiting for?
Slowly, very slowly, the acrobat, wow, calm, but always in silence. So the Ascopolis never suspected a thing. So the poor little girl grew up with the meanest, cruelest, horriblest aunt you could ever possibly imagine.
Let's call the police!
Mrs. Phelps, it's just a story.
What? Oh, yes, of course. Well, what do we do now?
I don't know.
Oh, Matilda, you are so smart. Your parents must think they've won the lottery having a child like you.
Oh, yeah. They're always saying that. They're saying, Matilda, we're so proud to have a daughter as clever as you. It's like winning the lottery. Yeah, I'd better go.
I'm so clever, I'm so clever, I'm so very, very clever. I'm so very like clever. What a very clever fella I am. Come here, you.
Stop! There's only one man I do that with.
Everyone gather round. I want my family to share of my triumph. Not you, boy.
I'm a girl.
155 old bangers on my hands, all polished up, but the mileage on the clock telling the truth that each one was knackered. Now, how could I possibly take the mileage back? I couldn't very well drive each one backwards, could I?
Backwards!
When suddenly, I had the most genius idea in the world. I ran into the workshop, grabbed the drill, and, using my incredible mind, I attached the drill to the speedometer on the first car, turned it on, and whacked it in reverse.
Backwards!
Yes, boy, backwards, exactly. The drill's motor whirls backwards thousands of times a second. In a few minutes, I had reduced the mileage on that old rust bucket to practically nothing. I did it to every single car.
Backwards!
Stop talking now, darling. There's a good boy.
10 minutes later, the Bulgarian shop. Oh, great big nasty-faced apes. Expensive suits, dark glasses. I don't know who they thought they were.
Bulgarians are nocturnal. I saw the program last night.
It was badgers. It was a program about badgers.
Same thing. And did it work? Oh, fantastico! Now I'll be able to afford Rudolph all day long.
But that's not fair. You've cheated them. They trusted you and you've cheated them.
What's the matter with you? What have we done to deserve a child like you?
You know what I'm going to do tomorrow? I'm going to go down to that library and tell that old bag you're never to be let in again.
What? No, please.
And if she does, I'll have a fight. And you will never read another stinking book as long as you live. Or I'll put an end to your stories, young man. Now you get in there and stay in there, you nasty little creep.
The
don't cry, dry your eyes, wipe away those tears. Little girl, forgive me, I didn't mean to desert you. Don't cry, little girl, nothing can hurt you if you've nothing to fear. I'm here.
Have I been so wrapped up in my grief for my wife that I've forgotten the one thing that mattered to us most? I love you so much, my daughter, and I shall spend the rest of my life making it up to you. We shall be together forever.
Don't cry, Daddy. I'm alright, Daddy. Don't cry. Let me wipe away your tears.
Forgive me,
Daddy, forgive.
I didn't mean to desert
I
you.
didn't want to upset you. Please, Daddy.
Don't cry, little girl. Nothing can hurt you, you've nothing to fear. I'm here.
But when the little girl fell asleep, the anthropologist thought, turned to her, the acrobat sister, and an almighty rage grew inside his great heart.
This demon, this villain, this monster, she has sullied the memory of my wife. She has betrayed the trust of her own sister. She has shown cruelty to the most precious reality in my marriage. Bullying children is her game, is it? Then let us see what this creature thinks she can do when the wrath of a grown man stands before her.
But that was the last the little girl ever saw of her father, because he never came home ever again.
Oh, Matilda, I got you those books we spoke about, so if you like.
What are you doing with those books, woman?
They're for Matilda.
No, they are not! Not on my watch! There is an age for reading and an age for being a filthy little toad. These are toads. Aren't you, Bog Trotter?
Yes, Miss Trunchbull.
Yes, Miss Trunchbull. Well, the Bog Trotter here is now a good toad. Sit. It's become clear to me, honey, that you have no idea what you are doing. You believe in kindness and fluffiness and books and stories. That is not teaching! To teach the child, we must first break the child. Quiet, you maggots!
Miss Trunchbull, no one is speaking.
Miss Honey, please understand that when I say quiet, you maggots, you are entirely included in that statement. Where's my jug of water?
I'll get to Miss Trunchbull.
Stupid girl.
Look at you! Vile, disgusting, revolting, I say!
I think it's time we toughened you all up with a bit of Fizzed. This school of late has started reeking. Quiet, maggots, when I'm speaking! Reeking with a most disturbing scent. Only the finest nostrils smell it, but I know it oh too well. It is the odor of rebellion. It's the bouquet of dissent. And you may bet your breeches this headmistress finds this foul odoriferousness wholly olfactorily insulting. And so to stop the stench's spread, I find a session of fizzed sorts the merely rank from the revolting. The smell of rebellion comes out in the sweat, and his head will get you sweating. And it won't be long before I smell the pong of aiding and abetting. A bit of fizzed will tell us who has a head full of rebellious thoughts. Hold, hold, just like a rotten egg floats to the top of a bucket of water. The smell of rebellion, scent of revolt, the reek of insubordination.
I can take it anymore. 1, 2, 3,
the
4.
of mutiny and action. Before the weed becomes too big and greedy, you really need to nip it in the bud. Position 2. Before the world starts to turn, you must scrape off the dirt and rip it from the mud.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Breathe, you mustn't protest. The buck of the
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Anarchy in progress.
Miss, please!
Once we've exorcised these demons, they shall be too hoot for scheming. Some double-time discipline should stop the rot from setting in. All right, let's step it up. Double time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Discipline, discipline for children who are listening, for pigeons who are fidgeting or whispering in history. The chattering and chittering, the nattering and twittering is tempered with a smattering of discipline. We must begin insisting on rigidity and discipline, persistently resisting this anarchistic mischief. In these minutes you are frittering, on pandering and pitying. While little things like this, they just want the simpering and whimpering, the dribbling and the spittling. The miss, I need a tissue, it's an issue we can fix. There is no mystery to mastering the art of classroom mischief. It's discipline, discipline. The smell of rebellion, the stench of revolt, the reek of prepubescent plotting, the whip of resistance, the pong of dissent, the funk of moral fiber rotting. Imagine a world with no children. Close your eyes and just dream. Imagine, come on, try it. Peace and the quiet, a burbling stream. Now imagine a woods with a cottage, and inside that cottage we find a parrot called Zeke, a carnival freak who can fold paper hats with his mind. And he says, don't let them steal your horses. Don't let them throw them away. No, 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 no. If you find your way through, they'll be waiting for you, singing, nay, nay.
She's mad!
Aha! And there, just like I said, The stinky maggot rears his head. Even the squittiest piteousness can harbor seeds of sickiness. Have you ever seen anything more repellent? Have you ever seen anything worse than the smell of rebellion? The stench of revolt, the reek of insubordination, the whiff of resistance, the pong of dissent. And I will not stop till you are squashed, till this rebellion is squashed, till glorious sweaty discipline has rushed the sickening stench.
Look, it's the note. Can you see? It's the note. Look, I've got the note. I'm going to put it in the trash.
Quiet!
Well, I don't think this is teaching at all. I think it's just cruelty.
That is because you, Miss Honey, are pathetic. You are wet. You are weak. You are, in fact, a sniveling little... Newt? Newt! Newt! It's a newt!
What is it? Ew, disgusting! It's a snake! My dad is trouble! It's going to bite! I better fly to
You!
What? No, I did it!
Cockroach! You did this! You vile, repulsive, malicious little sinner!
Stop!
What's that, maggot? Stop! We're just getting started!
Please, Miss Churchill, you'll pull his ears off!
I have discovered, Miss Honey, through years of experimentation, that the ears of small boys do not come off, they stretch. In fact, I think I feel these stretching now!
Miss Churchill, no! Leave him alone! You big, fat bully!
Dare you? You are not fit to be in this school. You ought to be in prison, in the deepest, dankest, darkest prison. I shall have you wheeled out of here, strapped to a trolley with a muzzle over your mouth. I shall crush you. I shall pound you. I shall dissect you, madam. I shall put you on a table and perform experiments on you. All these disgusting slugs shall suffer the worst atrocities because of you. Yes, you!
Does what I have about her when I say red. For example, there's no way of knowing if red is the same thing in your head as red means in my head when someone says red. How we are traveling at almost the speed of light, or holding a light that light will still travel away from us at the full speed of light, which seems right in a way. We're trying to say it's all sure, but I wonder if inside my head I thought just a bit different from some of my friends. These answers that come into my mind have been these stories delivered to me fully written. When everyone shouts like they seem to like shouting, the noise in my head is incredibly loud, and I wish they could stop. But my dad and my mom and the telly and stories would stop for just once. And I'm sorry, I'm not quite explaining it right. This noise becomes anger, and the anger is light. It's burning inside me, would usually fade, but it isn't today. And the heat and the shouting, and my heart is pounding, and my eyes are burning, and suddenly everything is quiet. just that still sort of quiet, like the sound of a page being turned in a book, or a pause in the walk in the woods. Quiet, like silence, but not really silence. Just that nice sort of quiet, like the sound when you lie upside down in your bed. Just the sound of your heart in your head. And though the people around me, their mouths are still moving, the words they are forming cannot reach me anymore. And it is quiet, and I am more like I've sailed into the eye of the storm. Go on. Tip. Tip over. Tip. Tip over.
Miserable collection of excuses for children! And you, madam, standing there like the squid of squids, for its beating heart. But I am a match for you, and I shall let you know that there is no length to which I shall not go, no punishment I shall not inflict, no ear I shall not stretch back, no finger I will not. What is it? Get it off me! Get it off me! It's heading north. I've got a newt in my knickers!
Well, that was interesting. I think we'd all better go home while we still can. Matilda?
Watch.
Matilda, I think it'd be wise to go before.
Watch. Please. I moved it with my eyes. Am I strange?
How do you fancy a nice cup of tea?
So, what do you think it is? This thing with my eyes.
Well, I can't pretend that I know, Matilda, but I don't think it's anything we need to be frightened of. I think it has something to do with that incredible mind of yours.
You mean there's no space in my head for all my brains, so they squish out through my eyes?
Well, no, not exactly, but something like that. You certainly are a special girl, Matilda. I met your mother. She's unusual. What about your father? Is he proud to have a daughter as clever as you?
Oh yeah. He's always saying that. He's always saying, Matilda,
actually, but I'm poor than most because of other reasons. You see, I used to live with my aunt, but one day I was out walking in the woods and I came across this old shed. I fell completely in love with it. I ran to the farmer and begged him to let me move in. He thought I was mad, but he agreed, and I've lived here ever since.
Miss Honey, you can't live in a shed.
I'm not strong like you, Matilda. You see, my father died when I was young. Magnus was his name. He was very kind. But when he was gone, my aunt became a legal guardian. She was mean and cruel like you can hardly imagine. Then when I got my job as a teacher, she presented me with a bill for looking after me all those years. She'd written down everything. Every tea bag, every electricity bill, every tin of beans, and she made me sign a contract to pay her back every penny. She even produced a document that said my father had given her his entire house.
Did he really do that? Magnus, I mean. Did he really just give her his house?
I don't know. I find it hard to believe, just like I find it hard to believe that he would have just killed himself, which is what she said happened.
You think she did him in, don't you, Miss Honey?
I don't know, Matilda. All I know is after years of being bullied by that woman, maybe, well, pathetic, I was trapped.
And that's why you live here.
This roof keeps me dry when the rain falls. This door helps to keep the cold at bay. On this floor I can stand on my own 2 feet. On this chair I can write my lessons. On this pillow I can dream my nights away. This table, as you can see, well, it's perfect for tea. It isn't much, but it is enough for me. It isn't much, but it is enough.
Oh, Miss Honey, she's got all that's yours. She has your house.
On these walls I hang wonderful pictures. Through this window I can watch the seasons change. By this lamp I can read. Time set free. And when it's cold outside, I feel no fear. Even winter storm, I am warmed by a small but stubborn fire. And there is nowhere I would rather be. It isn't much, but it is enough for me. This is my house. This is my house. It isn't much, but it is enough for me. For this is my
I know that I hurt you.
It isn't much, but it is enough for me. It isn't much, but it is enough for me.
Is that your father's scarf?
It was. My mother gave it to him before she died. You see, she was...
An acrobat.
Well, yes. How did you... And my father, he was...
An escapologist.
Matilda, how do you know that?
So they were your parents.
Who? What? I don't...
The people in my story.
What story?
A story. I've been telling a story. I thought I was just making it up. But it's your life. I've seen your life.
You've seen my life?
She did him in. Let's go call the police.
What? No, we can't. We don't have any evidence.
But we could just tell them. Tell them she killed Magnus.
That wouldn't work, Matilda. It'd be my word against hers, and they would never believe she's capable of murder.
But why? She beat you and threw you in tiny cupboards. Miss Honey, your aunt's a madra. Who is she?
A contract is a contract is a contract.
Miss Honey! Miss Trunchbull!
In this world, children, there are two types of human beings, the winners and the losers. I am a winner. I play by the rules and I win. But if I play by the rules and I do not win, then something is wrong. Something isn't working. And when something is wrong, you have to put it right, even if it screams. What are you looking at?
You.
This class is going to have a very special spelling test. Any child who gets one single answer wrong shall go to choking. You! Spell, well, let me see. Spell newt.
Newt.
N-E-W-T. Newt.
What?
Miss Honey's taught us. She's very good at teaching.
Nonsense! Miss Honey is too soft and peachy to be any good at anything. Any moron knows that. You! Stand up, turn around, and spell the one thing you all are. Revolting.
Revolting. R-E-V-O-L-T-I-N-G. Revolting.
You're cheating!
Of course she's not cheating. She's simply spelling a word.
These little specks of dust cannot be this clever. They are worms!
I've taught them that's all, with kindness, patience, and respect.
How dare you use those words in my classroom, madam? You know nothing of teaching. and I shall prove it. You! Filthbog! Snot-nose! Spell! Amtelicamelia tricholistomosus.
What? That's not a word. You just made it up.
Spell or go to chokey. But I must warn you, it has silent letters.
A M C H E L L A.
Oh dear. Dear, dear, dear.
K.
I'm so sorry. It was a silent Z. You're going to chokey.
Cat. C-A-F. Cat. I got it wrong, miss. You'll have to put me in chokey too.
What?
Dog. D-Y-P. Dog. And me.
Table. A-B-X-F-Y. And me.
Stop this right now! Do you hear? What are you doing?
You can put us all in chokey. Banana. D-T-A-A-B-L.
Stop this! Stop this! Do you hear right now? This is...
Maggots. T-X-P-Q.
What? No!
Snot nose. U-T-O-O-O-O.
Stop this right now!
Naughty. P-U-F-T-Y-X-N. Big fat bully. U-T-L-D-R-B-S-W.
You have to put me in chokey. You can't put us all in chokey, miss. Come now, maggots. Do you think I hadn't thought of that? I've been busy. A whole array of chokies. One for each and every one of you. And now that our little spelling test is over, I can tell you that each and every one of you has failed. You see, children, in this world, there are two types of human being. The winners and the losers. And I am a winner. I play by the rules.
The chalk.
And-
Look, the chalk.
What?
It's moving.
It's moving. Look, it's writing something.
What the devil? Who's...
No one's doing anything.
Agatha. Agatha. This is Magnus.
No, it can't be.
Give my Jenny back her house.
Stop this right now, do you hear?
Then please,
It can't be Magnus.
or I will rescue
born, with no going back. Now we REVOLTIN. Revolting kind. USING. USING. REVOLTING. It is too late for you. We are revolting. We are revolting children living in revolting times. We sing revolting songs, using revolting rhymes. We'll be revolting children till our revolting's done. It is too late for you. We are revolting
A few days later, the acrobat and the escapologist's daughter received a letter from a solicitor. It said that her parents' will had mysteriously turned up, and that now she was the owner of the beautiful old house, which up to that moment had been owned by the evil aunt, one Agatha Trunchbull. She moved in immediately, and she was very happy there, happier than she'd ever been in her entire life.
As for Miss Trunchbull, she was never seen again. The chokies were immediately destroyed, and a new headmistress took over.
And her name was Miss Honey. And it was often said that it was the best school in all the land.
And do you know something else? Matilda was never again able to move things with her eyes. I thought it was because she was being challenged, but she said it was because she no longer had a need for superpowers. But sometimes I would look at this little girl who had done so much to help others, but who was stuck with parents who were mean and cruel and called her names, and I would feel my blood just boil, and I wish I could just do something.
So, this is the end. And I so much wish that I could tell you that the story has a happy ending. I so much wish that I could tell you that Matilda finally got the love she deserved. But perhaps the truth is, not all stories have happy endings.
Well, don't stand there gulping. We're going to Spain.
Spain? But why?
Because this idiot, this nit, this twit brain seemed to think it was a good idea to sell 155 old bangers to the Bulgarian mafia.
Well, I didn't know they were the flaming Bulgarian mafia, now did I? Come on, boy, we're leaving forever and we're never coming back.
Let Matilda stay here with me.
I beg your pardon.
Mr. Wormwood, I would love to take Matilda. If she would have me, that is. I would look after her with love, kindness, and respect. And I pay for everything. Would you like that, Matilda?
You mean leave our daughter here with you?
What did you just call me? Did you just call me?
They'll be here any minute.
Dad, you called me your daughter.
They're here! You idiot, I told you!
Quick, hide in the box!
What if they damage my legs? My beautiful legs!
You are the Wormwood daughter?
Yes,
Where is your father?
I don't know.
Wormwood is a stupid man. Being stupid, he'll soon die was stupid too. That is a very stupid and rude thing to do.
Yes, I'm afraid my father is quite stupid and very, very, very rude.
Haha, you know this. At least there is one clever one in family. What is your name, little girl?
Matilda.
I like you, Matilda. You seem smart. Sadly, in my line of work, I don't often get to meet smart people like you. Most of the people I deal with, their thinking is all backward.
Backwards.
Haha! Ik door die brieven voor je paste pluk. Da, u wist wie de stressende taken verdiente.
Flago door ja. Is een man uit de woorden deze zapnos naam.
Zie over die balgaski.
Nie tylko wa dobre. Heskiba la to ve krasiv esi takiče se nodviam kokotum hoko povečer.
Matilda, who taught you how to speak Bulgarian?
I suppose I did. I was reading the great author, Ivan Vazov, and thought it was a good idea to read it in the language it was written in.
Mwah, mwah, mwah. I am Sergei. It is truly an honor to meet you, Matilda Wormwood. Your father has been very stupid and rude to both of us, da. I can easily have one of my friends teach him manners. And then one day when he leave hospital, he will still be stupid, but not so rude, I think. I give this as gift to you. What do you say?
Mr. Sergei, this is a very tempting offer, but I am his daughter and he is my father. I think I've had enough revenge.
This little girl, this miracle, Matilda.
Da!
Ne, kakvu praviš?
Pomisli si, če kaže da. Eš puniš ta.
Matilda, kaza Matilda, kakvu predstavenes momčeta?
Zajavam, šefe. Sazajavam.
Your father is a very stupid man, but he is very, 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 very lucky to have you as his daughter. Although, if I am ever doing business here again, and I see him, he will not be so lucky.
Let's get out of here before they take their lives!
What about the girl? Do you want to stay here with Miss Honey?
Yes, I do.
And you want to look after her?
I do.
Well, we are a bit short of rooms, so... yeah.
Thank you.
And Matilda leapt into Miss Honey's arms,
And hugged her.
and Miss Honey hugged back.
And they hardly noticed as the Wormwoods
And the Rodolfo.
and Rodolfo sped away into the distance.
Because they had found each other.
Yes, they had found each other.